Pigeon Red.
Yeah.
Did you have a truck?
I wanted the hook one. And she said I had to go up to him and ask her for a shirt.
Oh boy! Kind of sounded like a crossover pipe popped off there.
Yeah. It's all going, Jackson.
You and Judy's got the same one. All right, bet.
Yep.
This is the one I got Dad.
What's out? Yeah.
Mom, can I look at
Can I see?
Hey.
Oh, TJ, look, I'm lucky. TJ, I'm lucky.
We need a tall-off tractor, please.
That's a truck.
Here he comes. This Hoover tractor Jimmy getting quite the workout tonight.
That's Jackson's.
Not something you want to see, but we appreciate him having it here.
This is yours, Parker. Why did you get him?
Early in the season, you thrash to get these things together, and every once in a while, he is going to drop and come back last. It's easy to forget to tighten up a clamp,
Oh, and
and you'll find stuff like this. Get out here, like I said, there's no practice, so they get out here,
So you'll
turn a
match
couple
me
thousand of
and
their closest friends, and wind it up and turn it loose and see what's going to fly off. So
you?
nothing broke major, so they should be able to tighten that clamp up and be
Dad's
good to
got a
go.
black one.
And the other thing we can do, you see him moving the sled on the starting line, is you can put that sled anywhere you want inside those chalk lines. You can start on the left, you can start on the right. You're going to notice the tractor guys kind of go down the center because the only steering we have is with the brakes. Every time you touch the brakes, you lose distance. So we try to stay towards the center, a couple feet inside the lines. These truck guys have the ability to get pretty brave, and they can put it right over on the chalk because they got steering and they can steer wherever they want, all their weight's up over the front. People ask, why do we have the weight box up front? Why do they put it up? Well, you want as much weight up over the front because the drive tires are taken care of by the sled. So if they're allowed to weigh 8,000 pounds and the truck weighs 6,000, they take the other 2,000 pounds and bring it right up front over that front end, get everything out front as far as you can get it. Put your batteries up there, your fuel cell up there. Get as much weight as far forward up on top of those front tires so you can keep them planted. As you come down the track, you do not want those front tires coming unplanted, so that's the reason behind the weight boxes. You'll see some of these guys have rollers up on the front. Well, what is that for? Well, that's simple. That's basically getting them in and out of the trailers so that when it hits the beaver tail coming off the trailers, it don't rip the weight box off. So they'll put the rollers off. Some go all the way across the front, some just go on the corners. One load went over here today, and it was catch on the ramp down. When he comes back, he'll probably have rollers under the front to keep that from happening. Now the sled still isn't set. So Matt Mace is going to be our next one of the hook.
Dark.
While he's getting set, we have a trivia question for you. This one here is going to give out a free Senpico hat. How many years have Senpico lubricants been a family business? Anybody can tell me that? How many years has Senpico lubricants been a family business? You can tell me the answer to that. We have a free hat up here.
Did you sit here? You go out there. If it's right, I didn't walk on it. But it's pretty close to 60 years. Then go out there and say 60 years. You have to get out the flame.
So Matt Mays coming to us out of Catawissa.
Okay, get right in. Well, I cannot zoom in.
This class is kind of a jumper class for these guys. A lot of these guys start off in this, they step into 3.0 and the unlimited classes. A lot of guys stay right in this class because it's a little bit more affordable. It's not quite as hard on parts with that smaller turbocharger. Once you get it together, you don't worry so much about the motors, do your driveline parts. So Matt Mays from Catawissa. Comes out through there, ladies and gentlemen. 3:56.23 at 30.3 miles an hour. Matt had her hooked to the track, and boy, he found a gear that works, and he's got her down through there. So we did have an answer to that. In 115 years, Senpico Lubricants has been a family-owned business. So we did have a winner. So Dave Irwin Jr. is in the hole from Middleburg, PA with his 1999 Ford.
100 years. 150 years. Wow.
He probably looked it up.
They probably Googled it, what happened. Nobody would know. Nobody would know if they did that. Why not?
See?
What? What's your problem?
He wants to associate
Why is this not working?
Here we go, folks. Build the boot. Gotta get this down through there. Dave Irwin Jr. Solid run. He's right up on that cone. I think we might have ourselves a new leader here. Wait for the distance for it.
Oh, not quite. Looks like we have 333.63 per day.
He gave her a ride, folks.
They don't have the distance on the
Anybody have a
board.
guess? How much horsepower do you think these 2.6 diesels are putting out? Anybody have a guess? Who has the best guess? How much horsepower are the 2.6 diesels putting out? Anybody have a guess?
Horsepower.
Huh?
2,000. 1,000 horsepower. 2,000.
How much you guys think?
1,000.
A little light. How much you think?
1,300.
How much you think? You're getting closer. 8.5. We had 1,500. Anybody got another guess? Most of these guys are right around 1,000 horse in this class. You get up to these 3.0s, we're probably going to be banging on 1,500 to 1,600. But they're
My
gonna
guess
go a
was
lot of torque.
14.
Those 3.0s,
I said
they have
1,000.
intercoolers and
I
they're
Huh?
said
connecting water.
2,000.
Right into the crossover, right down on top of each.
My guess
piston.
was 1,400.
Cooling on a humid
I
night
said
like tonight,
2,000.
you'll see these 3.0s will
No.
run like they did in the fall when it was 45, 50 degrees
I've
out.
never seen
These
this
trucks
here
here without the
before.
intercoolers,
Did
no
somebody
water
say
injection,
8,000?
these things are pretty warm here tonight. So
I bet
a lot of
it's
them are
close
still
to-
running.
there's
Radiators
probably got
don't
a
cool things off a little
door
bit,
max
but,
in that.
they are
It sounds
not allowed
like
to
it.
have
Sounds
intercoolers.
like it.
Those intercoolers,
Sounds
those guys
pretty
dump
good.
ice in there and put 80, 100 pounds of ice in those intercoolers. And what happens there is it starts off up there as ice. They get down here at the finish line. There's nothing but warm water. You can put your hand down. It's not hot, but it's good and warm. There won't be any ice cubes left floating. And that condenses that air and forces that air down inside those pistons and builds a little bit more horsepower. So that's the advantage of having an intercooler. This is one of our starter classes for professional riding equipment, and they aren't quite allowed to have that. We do that to keep the cost down and keep the performance down a little bit so they don't break parts, which brings them back next week and gets them started. And as they start to build a truck, the parts, a lot of these parts will carry over to the next class. The motors will carry over. There's got bigger turbochargers on them, bigger injection pumps. So that's why we do that. It brings the performance down, but it doesn't break the parts like the big 3.0s and the unlimited class. So that's why we do that.
Sounds pretty good.
Hooked up right now. We have Renee Dean from Elwood City on the truck they like to call Harvest Record.
Cover your ears.
Sounds good.
Quiet, but it did sound good.
Renee had a distance of 3:29.72. The light throw tractors can get weighted and tacked up here and get lined up at the starting line. We're moving into that class next. Pulling up to hook up here, we got Kyler Zeckman from Millmont.
Oh, yeah. He lost the tire last year on that. He lost the front tire on that last year, too. Yeah, you see it on the fender. The fender's still buggered up. Yeah. Oh. The front one, yeah, the driver's side, it's still got a dent and everything. And I think that one right there, I see
But it's
it.
still crinkled for me.
No, I'm on my pork and bacon.
It turned out good.
Yeah, a few years back, this guy lost both of his front tires.
This one.
Yeah, his fender's still crinkled. His driver's side right front fender's crinkled. That's why it's crinkled.
Sponsor for our 2.6 truck class here, we have RES Transport.
You made it a
Boom.
finish line now.
Yeah, almost. He pulled the whole way down there and this was like right down on the ground. He really breathed it.
Take notice of the difference in the starting line.
Another piece of
Some these guys.
process.
A lot of these pulls with these trucks is one and lost on the starting line. The guy with the best, smoothest start, a lot of times to get the right boost off there and pick the right gear. A lot of your hooks are one and lost right here in the starting line. Watch his technique to do these guys. Put it right in the pile he did. Nice solid run out of that truck. You'll notice later on in the next bigger tire, you see the guys feathering the throttle of in and out. They're trying to hook those tires to the track. These guys don't have quite the horsepower, so they can come off the line and floorboard it. They're coming off the line probably about 4,800 RPM. The guys in the next class will too, but they got that extra 500-600 horsepower and a little bit more torque. Those intercoolers probably add a couple hundred foot-pounds of torque. to these 5.9s and 6.7s. So a lot of them are running a 6.4 combination, a 5.9 motor with a 6.4 with a 6.7 crank.
I knew they had
6.4.
6.7
out here.
liters.
The majority of us who run that 6.4. But those intercoolers give them a little bit more torque. You'll see a notice difference. I'll bring it up later on and watch them. Some of those guys that come out and they'll start feathering off the line. And they're just trying to get those tires hooked up. These guys only have 4. The next class they'll be running 6 tires. They can run duals in the back. A little bit of difference between these 2 classes. A lot in common, but a little bit of difference as well.
Have a Mountain Dew.
Was it the second or third?
Kyler's distance was 324.69.
I should definitely